Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, and you know what, this video won't even work. On my last video, me speaking didn't upload. Well, it did, 7 times it did, but without my voice for some reason. And on the original video I could hear my voice. I want to speak about Isak to Liverpool and what is really going on, because you can see, pardon me, the mixed reports. Some say the bid was 110 million, some say it's 120, some say that Liverpool are not going to bid again, and some say that they might bid again today. And I just want to get this 100% clear what is actually happening and what I've heard that's going to happen. I want to just get everything right so you guys can actually know what's happening, because it was confusing for me and what was going on, so I looked into it a bit more, and now it is actually becoming really obvious. And the first thing I want to inform to you is how it's happened. So this morning, Newcastle United received the bid for Alexander Isak. It was £110 million straight up and no add-ons, which was not enough money for Newcastle, and even Liverpool did not think that bid was going to be accepted. Why did they do that? They done it to start negotiations in a place where they don't have to pay. So say if Liverpool bidded 120 million first, and say 10 million plus on add-ons, Newcastle would say, okay, so if that's their first bid, we can probably get a bit more. How about 130 million plus 15 million on add-ons? So Liverpool bid 110 million first, so Newcastle will go out a bit more, but if it makes sense, not as high as if Liverpool bidded what was needed first, because there's no way the first offer is in this type of, for this much of a good player, the first offer is really, really huge, is never going to be accepted. And the selling club, because the player is so good, even if their value gets met, if it happens in the first bid, they'll always try and bring it high, and that's why Liverpool bidded a bit low. So that bid was obviously rejected, and there was news that Liverpool were going to bid again today or sometime soon. Now, I want to inform you, Liverpool's next bid is not going to be today, by the way, but we'll speak about this later in a minute, alright? Then there was news from around 4 o'clock maybe, 4 o'clock. Ben Jacobs and Alex Crook both said that Liverpool will not be bidding again. It's like it is not in their plans at the moment to bid, but people misunderstood that. I think what it really is Liverpool. Like he said it on one of his videos, Ben Jacobs said they still want Isak, but as it stands right now, they're not going to bid yet. And what's happening is they're waiting for Newcastle to sign another striker. I said this, as soon as Newcastle sign another striker, or they can agree personal terms with another striker, or agree a fee with another striker, Liverpool will do another improved bid, and that bid will be 120 to 130 million plus 10 million add-ons. So that's when Liverpool will bid. So if Newcastle did get, the only way Liverpool could bid today is if Newcastle signed or close to signing another striker today, and that's not going to happen because these things take time. But over the weekend, even like the early next week, is a real possibility that there could be another bid for Isak, and that one will probably be accepted. So what exactly is going on? Will Liverpool bid or not? Yes, they will bid, but they're waiting. That's why he said, as it stands right now, I'm not going to bid. Because obviously he means that, because he's being factual. As it stands, Newcastle haven't signed another striker, but they will, and that's when Liverpool will bid. So if you know what I mean, then you know what I mean. If you don't, you might not understand, but I'm just saying, the reason why I said as it stands is because as it stands, Newcastle haven't got another striker, which means, as I said, Liverpool won't bid. But when Newcastle do get another striker, which they 100% will, Liverpool will bid. Isak has already agreed personal terms to join Liverpool, and Newcastle know that the money they want is what Liverpool are willing to offer, and that is 120 to 130 million plus 10 million on add-ons, even 15 million on add-ons, really. So yes, from my understanding, Liverpool will make another bid. No need to worry about this. And yeah, other news today, not much. It's mainly been on this. I'm not sure who Newcastle will sign. Their main target was Sesko, but he might want to go to Man United. They will definitely sign Wisa. Well, they'll definitely try and sign Wisa, because They wanted him to replace Callum Wilson. But if Sissoko's not available, look out and look to see what happens with Nicholas Jackson and Ollie Watkins. Just keep an eye on them because one of them could be moving to Newcastle. It won't be both because they're probably going to sign Wisa or Muniz from Fulham to replace Callum Wilson. But yeah, keep an eye on that one. Anyway, like and subscribe, please. You're going to figure out I'm right very, very soon. And goodbye.